The global economic landscape is set to transform significantly over the next 20 years, with emerging and established nations positioning themselves as economic superpowers. These countries will leverage advancements in technology, renewable energy, and strategic trade relationships to drive growth. These economic powerhouses are shaping the future through innovation, strategic policies, and global influence. Without further ado, let's dig deeper into this. Here are the 20 economic superpowers in the next 20 years. 1. United States. The U.S. is expected to maintain its position as a global economic leader due to its technological innovation and diverse economy. Its dominance in sectors like AI, renewable energy, and biotech will drive growth. Strategic investments in infrastructure and green technologies will sustain long-term prosperity. However, income inequality and political polarization remain challenges. The United States of America is the country that China has to displace from the top spot. It is currently the largest national economy in the world and is a leader in global trade. If the country stays on its path, it will remain a strong economy and become an economic superpower even for the next 2 decades. High productivity, well-developed transportation infrastructure, and an extensive source of natural resources contribute to the country's economy. At the same time, the growing economic output, the resilience in the labor market, and the slowing inflation will sustain the country's economic growth. The U.S. also has significant economic investments and is taking action toward energy independence, giving it the poise to become an economic superpower. 2. China will continue its rise as a superpower with advancements in AI, robotics, and renewable energy. Its Belt and Road Initiative will bolster global trade connections and influence. Despite strong economic growth, aging demographics and geopolitical tensions pose risks. Increasing domestic consumption is key to reducing export dependency. China is already an economic superpower, one rank away from being the economic superpower. The country has a robust presence in emerging markets that is contributing to the changing global business dynamics. GDP growth in the country has averaged about 9% per year for many years, with significant sectors like manufacturing, trading, and services mainly contributing to the growth. The Chinese government is introducing various policies and programs to ensure the country's continued technological and research development, which will further boost the country's economy. 3. India is poised to become an economic giant, driven by a young workforce and digital transformation. Massive infrastructure projects and a growing tech industry will fuel growth. Efforts to improve education and healthcare are critical to sustaining development. Challenges include income inequality and bureaucratic inefficiencies. India has a large population, and the country has a comparatively large young population, which can play a significant role in the country's economic growth in the next 20 years. The agricultural and services sectors are the biggest contributors to the country's growing economy. The country is growing at a rapid rate of about 8.2% in the 2023-2024 fiscal year, and this growth is expected to continue, driven by an increase in investments in infrastructure, rising investments in real estate, and a growing technological sector. The government of India continues to introduce initiatives that support development and growth, which will further drive the country's economy forward. 4. Japan will continue leveraging its expertise in robotics, AI, and advanced manufacturing. A shift toward renewable energy and automation will drive growth. Aging demographics are a challenge, but increased immigration and AI solutions may mitigate this. Strong global trade relationships will enhance its economic stability. Japan is the 4th largest and one of the most developed nations in the world, with an educated, dynamic, and affluent workforce that significantly contributes to the country's growing economy. The Japanese government has shown its support and guidance to the growth of various sectors in the country, offering a range of subsidies and initiatives that enable the residents to leverage their skills and potential to contribute to the country's economic growth. Some main sectors that play essential roles in the country's economy include exports, technology, robotics, etc. 5. Germany's focus on high-tech industries, renewable energy, and engineering will sustain its leadership in Europe. Investments in AI and automation will transform its manufacturing sector. As an export-driven economy, geopolitical stability is crucial for growth. Challenges include energy dependency and workforce shortages. The mixed economy system used in Germany, which includes a variety of private freedoms combined with government regulation and economic planning, has led to an ideal economic scenario for national growth. Germany is one of the largest economies in the world thanks to its highly developed infrastructure, corporate and services sectors, educational system, and strong industrial base. The country has the third largest GDP, which is continually growing thanks to the growing and emerging sectors and the country's ability to embrace technology and development. 6. United Kingdom. The UK will capitalize on its strengths in finance, AI, and biotech to drive growth. Post-Brexit policies focusing on global trade relationships will be pivotal. Investments in green technologies will position it as a sustainability leader. Political stability and regional disparities remain areas of concern. United Kingdom is economic superpower due to its advanced economy, strategic global influence, and strong financial sector. It is a leader in industries like finance, technology, and pharmaceuticals, with London being one of the world's largest financial hubs. The UK is actively investing in green technologies and AI, positioning itself for sustainable growth in the future. Despite leaving the European Union, it has established new trade agreements and maintains a robust global trade presence. Its skilled workforce, innovation-driven economy, and cultural influence further solidify its status as a global economic power. 7. South Korea. South Korea will excel in electronics, AI, and green technologies, remaining a global innovation hub. Its investments in digital infrastructure will drive long-term growth. Demographic challenges like a declining population will require innovative solutions. Strong export markets in Asia and beyond will bolster its economy. In recent years, South Korea has successfully transformed itself into a high-income economy and a global leader in innovation and development. Highly ranked among the world's largest economies, South Korea has emerged as a highly advanced economy with booming high-tech sectors that offer various opportunities to its residents and investment opportunities in international markets. The thriving industrial sector and electronic exports have contributed to the country's economic success. 8. Brazil. Brazil's vast natural resources and growing tech sector position it as a rising economic power. Investments in agriculture and renewable energy will enhance sustainability. Political reforms and infrastructure improvements will unlock growth potential. Corruption and environmental concerns remain significant challenges. Brazil has displayed its ability to become one of the strongest economies in Latin America and the Caribbean thanks to its agricultural, mining, and industrial power. It has a strong natural reserve of various minerals like iron ore, manganese, gold, quartz, etc., all contributing to the country's economy. The country's GDP continues to rise monthly, displaying its robust economy and attracting foreign investments, which helps the country grow even further. Other contributing sectors to Brazil's economy include manufacturing, mining, agriculture, and services. 9. Indonesia. Indonesia's large population and strategic location will drive its ascent as a global economic player. Expansion in manufacturing and digital industries will fuel growth. Infrastructure development will improve connectivity and productivity. Environmental sustainability and governance reforms are critical for long-term success. Indonesia has overcome various challenges to emerge as a country with great potential. Today, the country boasts a GDP of over $1 trillion thanks to the resilience, development, and growth that it has displayed in recent years. Indonesia has an abundance of natural resources, a young and skilled workforce, and is strategically placed in Asia, all contributing to its strong economy. The country's government is taking active steps towards further development and urbanization while continually supporting growing sectors, enabling growth. Thanks for tuning in. We put much effort on this video, so if you enjoyed this, be sure to subscribe and click the bell icon. 10. Canada. Canada has vast natural resources, stable political environment, and advanced infrastructure. It is a global leader in sectors such as energy, mining, and agriculture, with significant exports of oil, gas, and raw materials. Investments in AI, clean energy, and technology are driving innovation and future growth. Its immigration policies support a skilled and diverse workforce, offsetting challenges posed by an aging population. Additionally, Canada's strong trade relationships bolster its economic influence on the global stage. Canada will benefit from its resource wealth, tech innovation, and stable political climate. Investments in AI, clean energy, and healthcare will underpin growth. Immigration policies will ensure a skilled workforce despite aging demographics. 11. Australia's abundant resources and focus on green energy will sustain its economic growth. Strategic trade relationships in the Asia-Pacific region will boost exports. Innovation in agriculture and mining technologies will enhance competitiveness. Climate resilience and population growth strategies are critical. Australia offers its professionals a healthy work-life balance that gives them opportunities to work on personal and professional growth. The country's healthcare, mining, education, and tech sectors are well established and significantly contribute to the strong job market in Australia, particularly in cities like Sydney and Melbourne. These sectors offer professionals looking to build a career multiple opportunities for success. 12. Saudi Arabia will diversify its economy through Vision 2030, reducing dependence on oil. Investments in tourism, tech, and renewable energy will drive growth. Strategic reforms and international partnerships will enhance economic resilience. With an approximate GDP of over $1.1 trillion, Saudi Arabia has placed itself to become an economic superpower in the next few decades potentially. Experts suggest that the country's GDP will continue to grow steadily. Its economy is largely dominated by petroleum and its associated industries, including exportation. However, the economy is undergoing a significant transformation, with the government introducing programs and reforms to reduce the country's oil dependence while diversifying income sources and enhancing technological advancement. 13. Singapore. Singapore will remain a financial and tech hub due to its strategic location and governance. Investments in AI, biotech, and fintech will drive innovation. A focus on sustainability and green technologies will enhance global competitiveness. Balancing population growth and resource constraints is key to its future. Singapore has a booming economy with many thriving industries ranging from finance to biotech to technology, which presents multiple opportunities for its young population. The country's strategic location allows entrepreneurs to expand their business ventures to other Asian countries and build international connections and networks. Ambitious professionals in Singapore can find multiple opportunities that enable them to succeed. 14. Nigeria. Nigeria's large population and growing tech sector make it Africa's economic leader. Investments in infrastructure and energy will unlock its potential. Diversifying beyond oil exports is essential for sustainable growth. Political stability and corruption remain critical issues to address. With a growing GDP worth over $450 billion and the largest economy in the African continent, Nigeria is bound to become one of the biggest economic superpowers in the world. The country has a rich reserve of valuable minerals like crude oil, natural gas, coal, tin, etc., leading to mining being one of the most significant sectors in the country. The government is also taking steps to increase research and innovation in the country, which will increase investments and development and, when combined with the young population and oil reserves, will drive economic growth. 15. Vietnam will thrive as a manufacturing and export hub, attracting foreign investment. Strategic policies in tech and renewable energy will drive modernization. A young and dynamic workforce will sustain economic growth. Infrastructure development and environmental sustainability are priorities. Vietnam's GDP is predicted to grow by about 6% by the end of 2024 owing to its large agricultural, industrial, and services sectors. The country's growth is highly driven by export-led industrialization across different industries, including food and beverage processing, which is one of the largest industrial contributors in the country. Vietnam is also an emerging manufacturing hub with an abundance of young and talented workforce that has the potential to increase growth. 16. Mexico. Mexico's proximity to the US and trade agreements will boost its manufacturing sector. Investments in renewable energy and tech will drive modernization. Addressing corruption and improving governance are crucial for sustainable growth. Tourism and agriculture will remain vital contributors to its economy. Mexico is likely to make its way to becoming an economic superpower in the next 20 years. With a GDP that has surpassed $1.3 trillion and an average growth of 2% in the last 4 decades, Mexico has cemented itself as a strong economy in the world. Its proximity to the US and growing manufacturing sector significantly contribute to Mexico's strong economy. The oil sector, exports, agriculture, mining, and tourism contribute to the country's strong economy. At the same time, international policies that support innovative development will enable the country's economy to continue to improve. 17. Philippines. The Philippines' growing population and expanding BPO, business process outsourcing, sector will drive economic progress. Infrastructure development under public-private partnerships will improve connectivity. The focus on tech, renewable energy, and education reform will enhance competitiveness. Addressing poverty and climate risks will be critical for long-term stability. Increased urbanization, a growing middle class, and a large young population have given the Philippines the required factors to enable the country to become an economic superpower in the next 20 years. The Philippines has witnessed fast economic growth in recent years, and its GDP is expected to grow by a minimum of 6% by the end of 2024. Agriculture, business, and manufacturing are some of the leading sectors in the country which contribute to its economy. 18. Turkey. Turkey's strategic location will enhance its role as a trade and logistics hub. Investments in tech and renewable energy will drive diversification. Political stability and reforms will be key to unlocking its full potential. Challenges include inflation and regional conflicts. As of 2023, Turkey boasted a GDP of over $1 trillion, exemplifying its ability to achieve fast economic growth that will enable it to become an economic superpower. To become one of the largest economies in the world, the Turkish government supports emerging sectors. It introduces various policies and initiatives that promote technological development and advancement to increase growth. Agriculture, trade, and the industrial services sectors are large contributors to the country's economy, while its strategic location makes it ideal for a growing market. 19. South Africa. South Africa's rich resources and advanced industries position it as a leader in Africa. Strategic investments in energy and infrastructure will drive growth. Addressing inequality and unemployment is critical for long-term stability. Renewable energy projects will boost sustainability. While facing a range of economic setbacks due to the global pandemic in 2020, South Africa's economy has significantly recovered, displaying a solid resilience that will enable the country to become an economic superpower. Agriculture is one of the country's primary sources of economic strength, and a significant portion of exports contribute to the country's domestic economy. And 20 is Egypt. The next 2 decades will witness unprecedented economic shifts as these nations solidify their roles as global leaders. By embracing innovation, sustainable development, and strategic reforms, they will address the challenges of globalization, climate change, and demographic transitions. Collaboration and competition among these superpowers will redefine global trade, diplomacy, and technological progress. While challenges like inequality and geopolitical tensions persist, their success will hinge on adaptability and vision. These 20 nations represent the future of economic power, shaping a dynamic and interconnected global economy. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to click that subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you'll always be in the loop when we release new content. Thanks for watching.